Hello, welcome to Try Animes. This is a July haul, recording a bit later in the month, well into August unfortunately. Just got around to recording it now. Two boxes, one from Ami Ami, and then I've got this one is from J Figure, it's a pre-owned figure. This one I'll leave for last since this is a quarter scale, and this one will do the Ami Ami one first. Since the Ami Ami one has already been opened. One of my mates had a figure in here that I gave to him last weekend, so I thought I'd at least open it up and give that to him rather than keeping him waiting. So I've got one figure in here and two other products. So I've got a couple of deck boxes, the Black Lagoon deck boxes. I'm big into TCG and I really do need to get around to watching Black Lagoon, which a mate of mine started watching Black Lagoon. And then I also got one with Revi as well. I think these are by Bushiroad, if I remember correctly. So yeah, they're double deck boxes. They weren't too bad price-wise to get them over here, especially for this was about 2 weeks air parcel to get it here to the UK. And then I got a Konosuba Megamine by El Coco figure. So we'll do a quick unboxing this one. This was about 3,000 yen. They have come down in price, unfortunately. Like they're about half price now on Ami Ami, brand new and pre-owned if they're still available. What are they? Here we go. So did get bitten kind of a bit, but I think for the price that I spent on them, I wasn't too bothered about them going down in price. Again, Konosuba is another anime that I've not watched. Do need to get around to watching that as well. So there's a few of the older series that I might do. I might do a video series actually on it of, you know, sort of missed out bigger anime or older anime that I've missed watching, and do a review of them. You know, sort of as a retrospective as the time's passed on, and you've got the big hype, you know, that has gone off, but then they've become like nostalgic, obviously, and people say that they're really good anime, like Black Lagoon, Konosuba, Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop, Fist of the North Star. That's just the first ones off the top of my head that I can think of that I probably would want to watch. Bog Standard Base from El Coco. Megamine's in a cardboard box, but this is a prize figure quality. But it's better than a lot of other prize figures. A little cat. In terms of boxing, is definitely better quality than other prize figures that I've seen, or even better. Probably not as good as Pop Parade, as the Pop Parade's obviously actually in blisters. But this is definitely better than just having a plastic bag. She's at least in bubble wrap, which is good, so it would minimise scratch damage. And assembly is basically nothing really. So that's Megamine. I think the sculpt work is actually really nice, I think, for the price, with it being a prize figure. So definitely something worth getting a hold of if you, especially now that they are discounted by a fair bit, and you don't want to buy like a full scale, especially some of the like Megamine E-Stream ones by E-Stream there, so they're pretty high. It looks like I'm missing a part in the back. Don't see. Oh, okay. So the cat actually is leaping. Oh, okay. So the cat's leaping into. Okay, that makes sense. Plastic's definitely sort of cheaper. Still pretty rigid. Definitely, but it's definitely one of the more rubbery types of plastic that we've got going on. Yeah, that's good. I've got Aqua on the way as well, so I should have her coming in soon, since I think this was released. No, Aqua's surface parcel. She's part of it with another figure, so that'll be good. So probably won't keep this box. Not for this price of the figure. When it's prize figure boxes or public parades, I don't really keep those boxes. So that's that out of the way. And onto this one. So this J figure is from a It's from a series that's well known if you watch more degenerate stuff. Hen, Space, Tie. But a well-known series that I think once you see the box, you'll know who it is. This was Surface Parcel. I actually managed to get her for actually a decent price from there. She's actually gone up by probably nearly 10,000 yen, I think, since I purchased her, if I remember correctly. Probably about 10,000 or 5,000 yen more that she's going for now on J-Figure. So this was Surface Parcel, so this cat I ordered back in March, I think I remember correctly. It is a binding figure, as you can tell from the colouring on the box. You might not be able to see the name actually through the bubble wrap. That's fine. Any extras? Don't think there's any extras to be expected. Nope, the packaging was pretty good though. I think I can congratulate the seller for this. Packaging at least, and it looks like it is basically not even been opened, even though it was listed as A, B. So I presume it was technically opened and checked, unless if this bubble wrapping is not part of binding. That is my first binding figure. If they don't bubble wrap them like this, then and this was done by the previous owner, then he's done a very good job at bubble wrapping it. Very professional, like it has come from binding, at least in my opinion. But yeah, no, this is oh, it's in Japanese, of course, so you wouldn't actually know. So, any guesses? Who do you think this is in the comments? Boxing, it looks really good. That might give it away, depending on how degenerate you are, like me. But this is... Oh, you know, it is open, so it is pre-owned, that's fine. Is Olga from Kurinuri, I think, if I remember correctly. So she's a full cast-off binding figure. This is the recolor of her in a white wedding dress version that they released late last year, and I managed to secure the pre-owned one of her from J-Figure for actually a decent price. So I might have to do a bit of assembling off camera, just so then I don't get any problems. The instruction manual is included, good. So yeah, so it's a rather large blister pack. So a white base comes with. Let's cover up at the front. So yeah, she looks. There's basically not really any assembly to do with this. It looks like she just kneels on the base, and then you obviously put the boober covers, depending on if you want to be able to see them or not. And obviously another region lower part of the body. We'll see if this gets age restricted or not. Living on the edge. So it is a mirror finish base. Looks like, yep, everything's there still. That's good. I might as well get that out now. So it looks like they have inspected it. It was listed grade A, so I shouldn't expect any issues with it really, overall. Has this still got the cellophane on the mirror? Or was the mirror scratched up? Looks like the mirror is... I think the cellophane's still on it. So I will leave the cellophane on to help protect the mirror finish. Potentially won't display her with the base. Might even display her on a like a white carpet thing, since it's a kneeling character. Let's put it out of the way. And then chastity belt that comes with her that you put down on another region, which if you've seen the series, then you know what that's for. And then you've got full-on coverage to cover the actual booba. Paint job on these is very pearlescent, looks very good. No defects I can see on the full cover ones, and on the ones where it's sort of opened and you can see the tops of them, they look perfect as well. Labelled left and right as well on them, so you know which ones they go around. And then you've got a cover for the groin area, the front, and I'm guessing this is sort of a torn cover as well if you want to have it partially exposed or without having, with a bit of material there. Let's get her out now. So she looks like she is pre-installed with fully equipped. So she looks really good. Paint job looks amazing. I think I'll just put her here, and then I will put the covers on. Move this bit up here. So yeah, the person has obviously inspected it, but yeah, she looks perfect. No paint blemishes. Let's just put the booba covers on, so then at least I can display her in the camera for you guys. And that was the left one. Oh, these are just fillers for the actual fittings. So these aren't actually part of the costume. They're white, so I was mistaken. These are like with the bunny figures that when you've got the actual inserts, they're just inserts to stop it, warping or whatnot with temperature change during shipment. Right, now for the groin cover. Shall do the full groin cover, so then I don't have to worry about. Hopefully. There was no insert on the bottom for the slot that goes into. Yeah, you just got to seesaw it in, unfortunately. Left to right, till it's on. So here we go, Olga, in a white recolor version. The original purple outfit that she has in the aftermarket is insanely expensive, so I'm so glad they did a re-release of her in this colourway. I quite like this colourway actually. I think I still prefer the purple from the source material. I think most people would do as well. The only other thing I'm not too sure about is this, which is, how does this go on? I'll have to look at the instructions. That's that. Oh, it's a bloody headdress, it's not a bloody... my apologies, it is her actual headdress, not chastity belt. And it's magnetic, that's actually good. So, there we go, her in all her glory. On the base at least. So then you can see how she'll be if you get her. Yeah, so this is Olga from Kulinoso, I can't remember exactly. I'll put some B-roll of it, of her up, but yeah, in terms of the actual paint job, I see no paint defects anywhere. Skin paint job looks perfect. No manufacturing, there's a mark. Oh, no, that's good, that's gone. So I did see a mark on her leg, but that was on the white. That looks perfectly fine. Shading is a very pearlescent sort of white, sort of glossy white, so I quite like it a lot. Yeah, and I love the pose that she's in. This figure I think is going to be higher in price. It will go up in the aftermarket over time, which makes sense. But yeah, that's it from this video. I don't think I'll show obviously her bare chested, because I don't want to get the video demonetized. Maybe if in the future when I might do reviews of them, of my not safe for work figures, like you know, on like Patreon or something. I think if you can do a free subscription on Patreon, then I might do that. Then at least then people can obviously look at my figures that are not safe for work off the YouTube platform. So I'll probably work on that in the future, but it's not something I'm going to work on at the moment. But yeah, pretty much she's going to be my favourite figure to have. This so far this year, one of my favourite figures. So glad I got her. Oh, there is a paint defect on her hair here, unfortunately. Oh, this has been scratched. Oh man. Though you're not really going to be looking at that. I suppose when you look at it side on, especially if you're looking at her face, yeah, you're not really going to see it, but there's a bit of paint damage. I'll do that in the video. I'll take some stills on her hair there, which I could potentially touch up, because it is just a brown, and then that might have a bit of like shading, I guess you could say. But in terms of, apart from that, there is no other defects on her at all, and her opeyes are magnificent. So yes, definitely worth getting a hold of, especially if you are a degenerate like me. I look forward to seeing more degenerate figures in the future. It's sort of something that I really enjoy getting, is the not safe for work figures, cast off figures and whatnot. I've got another binding figure, service pass at the moment, coming in, which I think I paid for in June, so I should hopefully be getting that next month. So September most likely. But yeah, it was about in terms of import tax for her in the UK. If the figures you order are over £135, then you have to pay import tax, and that was £41. I think it said on the box, about £42 here. So I'm working on a spreadsheet for my figures that I paid get in, so that I can at least disclose the costs of these figures, and how much it costs to actually import these into the UK. If you're a UK customer, figure collector, I'm not seeing anyone do like a full breakdown of how much they paid for the figure, the shipping fee, and then the actual import fee if they do cross the threshold of £135 for the UK. I think it's very similar for a lot of European countries. They're very similar. For the euro conversion, is about the same as the £135. Still depends on the European country you're from. So you have to check that yourself. But I think at least for the UK I can do it. Working on that spreadsheet for the figures I've collected over the past 2 years, just over 2 years, and that will probably get released to the end of the year, I think, so just so I can get more figures in, get more data onto it, as I've got a lot more quarter scales coming in for the second half of this year. So yeah, that should be really good. And it's just going to be a better reference point, I think, for people who are collecting figures, and just, you know, a bit more of a breakdown, granular breakdown of costs. But yeah, these are some of my favourite. This is definitely my favourite quarter scale so far. At least there's a kneeling one that's not in a bunny suit, so it's really good. This is my first binding figure as well. I'm very pleased with it, and so I can't wait to see what the other binding figure shows up to do the review of her in her whole video. So thank you very much. If you could please comment, like, subscribe, and I shall catch you in another video. Thanks. Bye.